Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Badger DIY back here again, and in today's video I'm going to show you a complete step-by-step tutorial on how you can get the full Android TV experience running straight from a USB drive. This setup is lightweight, super easy to use, and honestly, it's amazing. You can run it from your PC or laptop, and you can enjoy it on the big screen as well. So with that said, let's jump right into it. Before we get started, I do want to mention something important. This is not my build and that's why I can't share the files directly, but I can show you exactly where to get them. All the links and details will be in the description or in a pinned comment, so you can download the latest version. Once you're inside the Telegram group, go into the pinned messages and scroll until you reach their most recent build. You'll usually see a few links. I personally go with the first one. You will need to go through the monetization links to get the ISO file. This is how the developers keep the project going, and honestly, they deserve it. The work they've done here is amazing. Next, you'll need a data file. Go into the file sections of the group and search for the one that matches your USB size. For example, my drive is 128 gigs. So I simply grabbed a data64 file. How safe is the ISO? Well, Windows Defender is really good at detecting anything suspicious, and after scanning everything, it got zero malware detection, so it's perfectly safe to use. If you're still here, make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing. I got plenty more builds like this and lots of reviews coming up. To install Android TV on your USB, you'll need a tool called Rufus. So here's what you do. Select your USB drive, choose the ISO you downloaded. For partition scheme, select whatever your PC or laptop supports. Mine is GPT. Move the persistent partition size slider to the maximum you think you'll need. Leave everything else on default. Click Start. Accept the prompts. Now, this process takes a bit of time, so go grab a drink or relax for a moment. Once it's done, we need to set up the second partition properly. So open Disk Management, right-click the second partition, delete it. Right-click again, New Simple Volume, format it as EXFAT. And name it System. Now head back to the FAT32 partition on the USB and copy SYSTEM.SFS file over to your new system partition. Then copy your data file as well. This is what stores your apps, settings, updates, everything. So whenever you reboot, all your changes are saved. Quick specs checks. I'm running this on a Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon 2nd Gen with a Intel i7-4600U and just 8 gigs of RAM. Nothing powerful at all, and it's normally running Ubuntu. Even on this older hardware, Android TV boots from USB perfectly fine. For controls, I'm using an Air Mouse style remote. It has a full keyboard on the back and uses a simple USB dongle. But you can also use a Bluetooth remote if your laptop supports it. And for some light gaming, I'm using my EasySMX X05 controller. Works great with this build and everything gets detected automatically. One thing I want to mention is that this build has DRM L3, not L1. That means apps like Netflix, Prime Video and Disney Plus will only play in lower quality, but apps like YouTube, Plex or Jellyfin. Run completely fine in full quality, so that won't be an issue. First boot is always the longest. You will have to go to all the initial setups, just like a normal Android TV. And here we are, Android TV 14 experience running straight from an USB. And with the help of an HDMI cable, you can enjoy this Android TV 14 experience straight on a big TV. No lag, everything works as it should. And here it is, Android TV 14 running straight from an USB drive. No emulator, no virtual machine, nothing complicated. Just a clean, simple Android TV experience that you can take anywhere. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to drop a like and consider subscribing. And tell me in the comments, would you build this? What device would you try it on? As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.